What are the things everyone wants in a keyboard? Perhaps you want it to sound good, or maybe you want it to be cheap. Maybe you want it to feel premium and look good. Maybe you want it to have a screen, I don't know. But what if I told you that there's a keyboard that does it all, and it does it all under $100? Now, you're probably wondering what keyboard that is. And this keyboard is the Epomaker MS68, a 65% aluminum pre-built keyboard that has all these features for only $99. And in this video, I will tell you everything about it. The good stuff, the bad stuff, and the reasons why in my opinion this might be one of the best budget pre-built keyboards out there. Now, I do have to say that this keyboard was sent over to me by Epomaker, but all of the thoughts in this video are purely my opinion. Inside the box we have a manual, the keyboard, a braided USB-C cable, extra switches, a keycap and a switch puller along with a 2.4 GHz dongle for wireless connectivity, and a little wrench to open up the keyboard. Now let's take a closer look at the keyboard. Once we take it out we can see that the one I have is in a blue colorway. Right out of the box it feels really heavy and premium. The sides of the keyboard have inlays of a slightly different color which makes them stand out. In the back we have a USB-C port along with some switches to switch between Mac and Windows and wireless and wired. The body of the keyboard is made fully from aluminum and it comes in 4 different colorways: black, yellow, green, and blue. Now, probably the coolest feature this keyboard has is the little LCD screen in the corner which can display anything from time to custom GIFs and images. Let's take a closer look at the keyboard switches. The switches that came in my keyboard are the Epomaker Wisteria switches, and in my opinion they're the best switch for this keyboard, so if you do end up picking one, select them. The switches themselves are a 5-pin linear with an actuation force of 38 grams and a bottom out force of 45 grams. The keycaps are some very thick die-sub PBT with matching colorways. Now, I spent a lot of time making these videos for you guys, so if you enjoy them, please subscribe as that really matters to me. Also, I might do a giveaway sometime soon, so subscribe for a chance to win some of these keyboards. Now, enjoy the rest of the video. And right now will be a sound test of the keyboard in its stock form. Time to get into this keyboard and see what's inside and what we can mod to improve the sound. And with some magic of editing, we can quickly remove the keycaps and the switches. Once that's done, we can unscrew the 6 hex screws holding the keyboards together. And then we can lift off the top case. While we're here, my only problem with this keyboard is that the metal they use is pretty soft, and it dents very easily. Inside the keyboard has a polycarbonate plate foam, PCB foam, and all of the required parts that usually we see in the keyboards these days. What isn't regular though, that this keyboard comes applied with a tape mod by default. Something that I plan to do if it wasn't there. Since this keyboard is wireless, there's a decently set 3000 mAh battery in the bottom case. And that brings me to the mods I will apply to this keyboard. First of all, the case foam that comes with this keyboard by default is very thin and has to be replaced to make this keyboard sound better. Next, because this keyboard is aluminum, I will apply a force break mod, which is putting electrical tape on any metal and metal contact points to reduce the ping. Here you can see me doing the force break mod, then I will repeat it on any other contact points off camera. And right after that I will put felt inside the case to fill up as much empty space as possible to further deepen the sound. Another good thing about this keyboard is that they use pour-on gaskets, while other companies use silicone, which completely destroys the intent of gaskets. Pour-on is way more squishy than silicone, and this gives a keyboard a better bounce. Now, after we reassemble the keyboard, I will share my final thoughts about this keyboard. This keyboard is for you if you want something that has it all. Sounds decent stock and can be modded. I think that for a price of $99, this is pretty unbeatable for an all-aluminum case. You might not want to if you need the function rows, and this is still a 65% keyboard. The screen is a neat touch and I can see myself using it pretty often. Overall, in my opinion, this keyboard is worth it. Wouldn't use it as a primary, but would definitely use it as a secondary when I want to switch things up. Thank you for watching, comment what keyboards you want to see me review, and with that said, here are the sound tests.